Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got his man to the left. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love the play call. First play of the game, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players the football right now and let you know about it. Awesome job.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down. And how about the quarterback there? Buys time. He's outside. He's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening. And it's just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now. And they've got the defense on their heels.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, the running back looking for room. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attack.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The give from the gun. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. DB's right up on the receivers. To throw, it's Jordan. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Pocket starts to collapse. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It can get frustrating chasing that quarterback, but you got to pull up. The roughing the passer penalty gives him the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jordan. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The offense lining up for a first down play. He'll start this drive firing. He's going to take off. Oh, he's going to go up top. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. They're trying to get to him. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires on the move. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
Fires to the middle. The completion well past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can...
He's going up top. Grabs it inside the 10. Slippery slide. Finds his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Here comes the two-point try. To the air, it's Jordan. Still looking, on the move. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and with that, they take the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the kicking team's going to call a timeout. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And he was looking for the pick 6. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Looking to scramble. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. A play-action fake seems simple, but there are some intricacies for the quarterback.
Reese, you're right. The danger for a quarterback in play-action is that you're turning your back to the defense when you're trying to execute the play fake to the running back. So you have no idea what's happening behind you, and you have no presence for where that rush is coming from. All of a sudden, you whip your head back around, and oftentimes it's too late. You saw that right there.
The short hands. It's Jordan. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. To the air, it's Jordan. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That keeps the score. Michigan 13, Alabama 8.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fielded in the end zone. And the ball is loose on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He wants to throw here on second down. Dumps it off in the flats. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverine. And they'll try to tack on 2. Looking to throw. Now adjusting. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Michigan 19, Alabama 8.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Judkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And they're trying to dig out of the hole on second and long from the 9. To the air, it's Jordan. Feeling some heat. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Oh, and this receiver with his speed, he's a guy you know this QB is going to look for, especially on these deep shots. You just can't overthrow him when he's that wide open. That's a huge missed opportunity.
On 4th down, going to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. One more snap coming before halftime. He'll pull it on the read. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Michigan 19, Alabama 8.
The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Jordan. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in this. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
The attempt at the two-point conversion.
This is really aggressive here. Still just a one-possession game in the third quarter, and they're going for the onside kick.
14.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Back to pass, it's Jordan. It's complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
On second down, he'll fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll try to do it himself.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient. And when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Wants to go up top. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal to go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Motion from the offense. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back. He wants to go deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets them up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. They'll run the option. Got the 1st down and more. Running toward the tape. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys.
Black 14! Black 14!
Dropping back, it's Jordan. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
Great job on special teams, getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, what a spin. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Back to throw, it's Jordan. Coming after him. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down one score, gotta have it right now. Looking to move it through the air. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. You got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Here's a throw downfield late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Moving away from pressure. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. The offense set for a first down play. Goes to the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. 3 seconds. And here comes the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. It is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.